What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Living in Grand Junction, Colorado. Today we're in the northwest part of town, specifically in the Glen subdivision. And today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the differences between the northwest, the north area, and the northeast, and what that feel is like if you guys are looking to move out into the north part of town, and what you can expect. We'll be right back. What is going on, everybody? I'm Robert Hees, and along with my wife Christie and the rest of the team, we are the Hees Home Group, the #1 relocation team here in Grand Junction. Hey, if you guys are even thinking about heading out this way, the information popping up below, reach out any way that you know how. Give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even send the carrier pigeon. We've got your back with any questions that you might have, and we certainly have got your back when you're ready to make that move here to gorgeous Grand Junction. Okay, so like I said at the top, we're here in the Glen subdivision in the northwest part of town, which has, of the three north areas, there's the northwest, the north, and the northeast. The northwest, you're gonna find a little more breathing room. That's just where the majority of the new builds are gonna be at. There's some in the north and also the northeast, but for the vast majority of new builds, new neighborhoods, you're gonna find that here in the northwest because of all the space that you have out in the northwest. So if we're gonna talk about the three different areas, we have to start obviously with where the three areas are, the boundaries, if you will. Essentially, you want to start at Patterson Road, and that's going to be the southern border of all three areas, the northwest, the north, and the northeast. And let's carve it up even a little bit more. Basically, the northwest is going to be west of 24 Road to about 19 Road going west. That's when you start heading into Fruita. And again, you're going to have the vast majority of open space and that feel, little breathing room in the northwest part of town. So again, northwest is going to be north of Patterson Road, and it's going to be obviously north of the river, west of 24 Road. That's going to be where the northwest area is. Now, we just got some clients into this gorgeous Glen neighborhood. Probably some drone footage going up right now. You can see just the space that's going to be on either side of Glen. That's the feel of the northwest. Now, let's talk about the north area part of town. The north area is essentially going to be between 24 and 28 Road, again, north of Patterson Road. That's pretty much where the north area is going to be deemed as far as that space between 24 and 28. Now, the three zip codes, 81505, 06, and 04, are also going to be different with all three of those north neighborhoods, or north areas, I should say. Now, in the north part of town, you're still going to have, in certain spots, that feel of just a little more breathing room.
So many activities! Do step class. It's making my head spin how many activities we can do.
But as you head east, it does certainly get a little more dense. But the crazy thing is, whether you're in the north, which is going to be close to, again, between that 24 and 28 Road north of Patterson, you're going to be close to all the shops, bars, restaurants, the hospitals out that way. Patterson's a main thoroughfare with, again, those shops, bars, brew pubs, all the eating spots for lunch and whatnot. So yeah, you're going to be closer to that in the north, but you can head literally a quarter mile, a half mile into north of Patterson, into the north, and you're going to feel like you're absolutely out in the middle of nowhere, like Summerhill, a subdivision that we highlighted several times. You just seems like you're out in the middle of nowhere up there in Summerhill, but that's still in the north part of town. Now you head into the northeast, boundary essentially being 28 Road east to 32 Road, north of Patterson Road. You're gonna feel a little more dense. It's going to have a lot more neighborhood feel to it in the northeast part of town. Still subdivisions, brand new in the northeast. Irish Walk, it's not brand new, but it's definitely going to have some super cool subdivisions in the northeast, but you will have more of that vintage home neighborhood feel, kind of the older Grand Junction, let's call it. You're going to have neighborhood homes in the 70s and 80s, predominantly in the northeast part of town, and you are going to feel, again, a little more dense in the northeast as opposed to the north or the northwest. Now, even though the northeast is going to definitely feel a lot more residential than the north and the northwest, all three of the north areas are going to give you that alpenglow, which is that nice late afternoon orange glow. I don't know if you can see it in the background there on the book cliffs. People comment about that all the time. So if you're looking for views, guys, you're going to have them no matter where you're at in the valley. Sure, if you want to be right up against the Colorado National Monument, you're going to pay a premium for that, but you don't have to be to get views. All of these homes along here in Apple Glen, they're going to have that nice book cliff view to the north. Maybe not off their front porch, but as they're coming in and out of the neighborhood or just driving around town, you're going to have views all over the valley. Now, as far as having the views from, you know, your front porch to, let's say, the book cliffs or the monument, again, you're going to have a little premium for that. Not much, though, when it comes right down to it. Our median price is about $380, and that's going to be in the northeast. So affordability is certainly going to be in the northeast. From just a generalization as a whole, you're going to have more expensive homes. Again, there's going to be some caveats to that in the northwest just because of that space, and usually you're going to find some of the newer subdivisions here in the northwest part of town. From a distance standpoint, you can head from the northwest all the way to even 32 Road, which is the eastern border basically of the northeast. Or Fruitvale is also what it's called in the northeast part of town. It'll only take you 15 minutes to go from the extreme west border of the northwest all the way to the extreme border of the northeast. So it doesn't take very long. Again, you got basically 4 miles in between each area. But any one of those areas, the northwest, the north, or the northeast, you'll find some pretty cool subdivisions in all of them. So I hope that helps you guys kind of figure out the differences between the feels of the northwest, north, and northeast. If you guys have any other questions at all about the north area, heck, about the Redlands area, Fruita, Palisade, it doesn't matter. That information popping back up below. Reach out any way that you know how. As much as we love doing these dang videos, we'd love nothing more than to absolutely crush your real estate goals when heading out this way. So reach out any way that you know how. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Yep, even send the carrier pigeon. We've got your back days, nights, weekends when heading out here to Grand Junction. Until the next video, we'll catch you later.